What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new video, and in today's video we're going to be jumping straight back to our daily puzzles. Yeah, I'm looking in my pajamas right now. I just took a shower and I low-key have an English essay that I kind of need to write, which is due tomorrow, by the way. But the video must go on, so we're gonna hop straight into this. This video is probably going to be quite short and snappy. But anyways, let's go ahead and click play. We're going to begin with... Okay, not that. We're going to begin with chart, of course, for our Wordle. Let's hit enter. That's not great. We've only got the T, and it's in the wrong spot as well. That is not great. How about stole? Yeah, I think stole is a pretty good second word. I think we did stole as our second word in a previous video. So let's go ahead and send that through. It's kind of rough, you know. We have an E and it's in the right place. The T is still in the wrong place, which is not great. And then the other letters, they're not even in the word. That is pretty rough. This makes me think that the T is probably at the start then. There could be another E. Highly unlikely, though. The issue is what is going to come after the T, if it were to be at the start, of course. Probably a U, or it could be an I, of course. Yeah, I don't think the T is at the beginning, but still a possibility, I would say. Ooh, wait, how about untie as a third word? It's not... I don't think it's the word. Untie just doesn't seem like it would be a word, but it does give us a pretty good... Yeah, it could be unite, actually. Oh, yo! Unite might be a cook. Unite's a cook. We're going for that. We're going for that. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I'll take that. Unite was a pretty good third guess, I would say. We know the T is at the fourth, position, and then we have a U. We don't know where the U is, though. It could be something like this, U-T-E, or it could be something U, something T-E. So this is interesting, then. If it were to be something U, something T-E, what would be in the third spot? That's a pretty good question, I would say. Okay, it's probably, the U's probably here then. Something UTE. This makes me very confused. That combination. You know what? I know that this is not the word, of course, but I'm tempted to go with brute. Just to check for the B, and to check for where the U is. I really am uncertain of what the word is right now. I think... Okay, obviously we're wasting our guess with the R, but having the U, determining whether the U is here or here, I think is very helpful right now. I'm just really stumped. So let's just go with brute. That was a heck of a guess. Wow, that was a great guess because we actually got the B correct. Fortunately, so it's something like that. Is it bite? That's not a word. It can't be W, butte, that's not a word. That's probably not a word. That's a word? Butte? What word is that? That's a very interesting word. That's a very interesting word. Let's go ahead and look it up. I might be dumb, but let's go ahead and look this up. Okay, but pronounced butte. Okay, that's how you pronounce it. A butte is an isolated, flat-topped hill with steep vertical sides, commonly found in the arid regions of the western United States and Canada. They are formed by erosion and distinct from larger, wider formations known as mesas, because a butte is taller than it is wide. That is pretty interesting. So this is what a butte looks like. Ooh, this low-key sort of reminds me of Uluru. Obviously, it's, okay, well, it's not, Uluru is definitely wider than it is taller, but, like, in some way, this reminds me of Uluru. Okay, well, that's interesting. I did not know what a, it's called, pronounced butte, right? We can listen to the pronunciation real quick.
Butte.
It's butte. Okay, we'll take that. Yeah, pretty interesting. Okay, that's an interesting word. Wow. Okay, and now we're gonna go straight into today's Geo Hunter. On a bit of a time crunch right now, so we're gonna speed run this. Argentina. We're gonna start off with Argentina. And here are our categories. Low key for Argentina. I don't think it's forest cover. I don't think it's number of islands. It could be up there. There's definitely better countries out there, though. Volleyball, I don't think so. If it was football, that'd be a fantastic pick for Argentina. I'm tempted with a most sunny days, because Argentina, towards the kind of central to southern end of Argentina, it's very dry. So I imagine I'm associating that with, like, very sunny days and lack of water, lack of rainfall. I could see it being cattle, though. That's the issue. It could be cattle, but actually, maybe we'll go for cattle. We'll go for cattle. Yeah, number 7 for cattle for Argentina. Then we get Spain. Okay, Spain is pretty good because I think the road quality is probably up there for Spain. I would say so, at least. Tallest skyscraper, I don't think so. Most sunny days, I think there's a better country for that. Independence Day new, I don't think is Spain. What is Independence Day new? Newest Independence Day, newest country. Gotcha. It isn't Spain. Forest cover, probably not. Although Spain can get quite forested. Number of islands, we do have the Canary Islands, but there's better countries for number of islands. And then volleyball, probably not. Tempted with a road quality. Tempted with a forest cover. Let's go with road quality. I think there's probably a better country for forest cover, so let's go with that. It was number 13. That's not terrible. Guinea. Now, Guinea, I'm tempted with a forest cover. I don't think it's Independence Day new. Most sunny days, well, it's kind of in the central part of Africa, I believe, unless I'm misremembering. I think it's in the central part of Africa. If not, it's in Western Africa, or is that's, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not, most sunny days. Let's go with forest cover. Let's go with that. Okay, it was definitely not forest cover. That's a choke. Djibouti. So, that might be most sunny days, I would imagine. It's pretty dry in the Middle East, so I'm tempted with most sunny days for Djibouti. Let's just quickly double check, is there anything that's probably a better shout? Let's just bite the bullet and go most sunny days. It was number 17, that's not terrible. I'm realizing that I should probably have used my skip for Guinea. Too late now. Yeah, see, Czechia or the Czech Republic, that would have been pretty good for forest cover. Instead we shall skip it. Or should we go volleyball? Nah, we shall skip the Czech Republic, because we should have gone forest cover, but instead we went forest cover for Guinea, instead of skipping Guinea. So now we're going to switch it around, and let's skip the Czech Republic. It's probably let's just go for it. I think there's probably better categories, or better countries for these categories. Chile. That's got to be number of islands. I'm not double, like, thinking that. Number 5, yeah, that's pretty good. Israel. Now that's interesting, actually. I don't think it's tallest skyscraper. Independence Day new, I don't think so either. This is not easy. For Israel, I think we can rule out volleyball. Tallest skyscraper is probably the best shout for Israel, unless there's a better country later on. which there probably is, actually. Let's just go with... When was Israel when did it become a country? Loki don't really know. Let's go with tallest skyscraper. Let's bite the bullet. It was 23. That's okay. Serbia, yeah, we shall go with Independence Day. I think is an okay, although let's just go with that. It was number 2. We will take that. We will definitely take that. And then Palau for volleyball was definitely not a great pick, but we're gonna go for it anyway. 91 plus. Yes, it's okay, I reckon. We started off pretty well. Yeah, we got a 63% accuracy overall. We started off amazing, so Argentina for cattle was the best pick. Spain for road quality was the best pick. Guinea, definitely, we choked with Guinea. Djibouti for most sunny days, that was the best pick. Number of islands for Chile, that's the best pick. Tallest skyscraper for Israel was the best pick. Apparently Serbia, it wasn't Independence Day new, that was the best pick. There was something else that was meant to be better. And then Palau, yeah, well, we had no other option with volleyball. 258, target of 89, that's pretty low. We won 169 over that, so comparing that to the target, we did quite poor, but I mean, that's kind of an okay score, I would say. So looking at the perfect solution, and yeah, right off the bat, I'm noticing that Guinea is not on this list. So Guinea was definitely not the best, the country to skip. So we got Argentina correct, we got Spain correct, we got Djibouti correct, so we were on a roll. Czech Republic for the Independence date new. Okay, that kind of makes sense, I suppose. Yeah, okay, well, we didn't really have much of an... I think, yeah, we skipped the Czech Republic, so... Look, that's fine. Chile for number of islands, we nailed that. Israel for tallest skyscraper. We did nail that, even though I was kind of hesitant, but it's okay, we nailed it. Serbia for volleyball, yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And then Palau for forest cover. Yeah, that's fair enough, okay. Look, overall, we didn't do terrible. It's just the Guinea one that kind of cooked us a little bit. But it's okay. I think comparing to the perfect solution here, we played it pretty well. I would say we played it pretty well. You know, Serbia for Independence Day new, like, it was number 2. Like, come on, we should take that. And then Palau, you know, we just kind of cooked it because we had no other choice. So, I will absolutely take it. But guys, you know what time it is. It is time to play the Daily Global and absolutely nail it. Okay, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's start off with Italy. 1,650 kilometers away from the mystery country. Okay. So, let's zoom in. Here to the Netherlands was around 530 kilometers. I might be wrong. It was definitely around 500 kilometers. So we just need to multiply that distance by 3. So, let me think. This is about twice the distance. And so, up to... I don't know what this island's called. Up to here, that's around 1,600 kilometers. So, does Faroe Islands count as a country? I don't think it does. Otherwise, it would be the Faroe Islands. But if we kind of loop around this kind of radius, Finland might be a shout. I think Estonia's probably... Okay, let's just see again. So this was around 500 kilometers. So it was 500 kilometers, like, is probably around here from Italy. Estonia's probably too close. Let's just see, is Finland ever too close? I think Finland might be a little too close to Italy for 1,600 kilometers. We'll keep Finland in mind, though. I think that's still a possible option. Russia is probably too close to Italy, I would say. I think we can pretty much eliminate most of Europe. Iceland's too far away, so I think Iceland is out of the cards. It could be Georgia, you know? Although, is that ever too far away? This is around 500 kilometers. Georgia might be a shout, you know? Georgia might be a shout. Keep that in mind. And then over towards the Middle East, Lebanon is probably closest to this point of Italy, and this is around 500 kilometers. Lebanon could be a shout. I think it's a bit too far away, though. So maybe Cyprus could be a shout. And then Egypt could also be a shout. many options here, I can't lie. 1,600 kilometers is difficult to estimate as well, so there's definitely many options here that, you know, could be the mystery country. I personally don't think it's Egypt. I think Egypt's a little too close to Italy, so we can probably rule that out. Cyprus might be a shout. I'm struggling to see if this is around 1,600 kilometers. That was about 500. I think Cyprus might be a bit too close. In that case, it would push us to Lebanon. I think this area is a little bit unknown to me, so I'm tempted with a Finland, because Finland is kind of out of the way. If it is Finland, that's great. If it's not Finland, then it pushes us down here and we just, you know, have to work it out from there. Let's go with Finland. I think it's a pretty good shout. Probably not the mystery country, but that's okay. Let's go for it. Finland is a lot cooler. Okay, so that's okay. It's okay. Our strategy didn't go 100% to plan, but it's okay. It's a lot cooler. That's the thing. So it kind of pushes me to down towards Africa then. The issue is I don't know how close Finland is to the mystery country, which is a bit of a shame. It's okay though. Based off this color looks very cool to me, so it's probably not Cyprus, and instead it's somewhere down here. The issue is, if it's somewhere down here, it would probably be Morocco then. Yeah, this is around 500 kilometers, and this would be roughly 1,600 kilometers away. Morocco's, I think, around here. I could be wrong. And then Finland... Okay, maybe Finland was way too far away for 1,600 kilometers. That's okay. But yeah, Finland being this color, Italy being this color, and then Morocco being the mystery country, I think that lines up pretty well. And then if it's over here, then we're kind of cooked. Let's just go with Morocco and work our way from there. If it is one of these countries, then I think we're in trouble. But let's just go for this. Morocco is even cooler than Finland. So it's probably somewhere here then. I can't lie. It is probably somewhere here. We are choking right now. Italy to Cyprus is that around 500 kilometers. 1,600 kilometers. This is around 500 kilometers. This is around 500 kilometers. I think Cyprus is too close. So therefore, we shall go Lebanon. I think that's a good shout. If it's not Lebanon, could be Iraq. That's my next guess. Okay. We got Lebanon. Okay. I'm not upset, but I'm not happy about our performance today. So, low-key, I think Lebanon was one of the countries we called out at least, so that's fair. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a gamble between, you know, Finland. Now that I look at it, I think Morocco's way too close to Italy for 1,600 kilometers away, but that's okay. We took a gamble with Finland. It ended up not being Finland. And then we went this way because we thought, okay, it's probably, like, based off this color, it pushes us down here. Morocco was even cooler, so, you know, at least we got Lebanon as the first go for the countries around here. So, you know what, we'll take it. We will take it. 4 guesses is, objectively speaking, not too bad. So, yeah. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy watching today's video. Well, low-key, the recording's already 26 minutes, so I probably should get going with the essay that I need to write. But anyways, hope you guys, of course, did enjoy. Oh, yeah, and by the way, the links to Wordle, Geo Hunter, and Globle will be down in the description for you to check it out if you want to have a play. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one.